everyone, it's Julia. My husband and I travel south and just escape the cold weather up north. And we stay in a 55 plus community. And they have a wonderful quilt club that I joined. And I've been asked to do the make and take project for our upcoming quilting retreat. Now this project is something that's really quick and easy. And I did not come up with it. Someone else found the idea and someone else put the kits together. But I'm going to be leading it. So I'm going to be making up a kit and then just trying to help people as they go through it, just step by step. And I thought, well, I'm going to just share it and film this because one of you might be interested in something like this. It's like I said, it's be a wonderful project for maybe a sewing guild or a quilt club or anything like that. So I'm going to go over what's in the kit and then just show you the process. I hope you enjoy this. Let's get started. The kit includes this pot holder that measures 7 by 9, the little instructions, 4 baggies. We do have a flat decorated button, and then also we included a toothpick. I don't show it there, but we do include a toothpick. And this is just called the pot holder whatever pouch. The very first thing you need to do is find the center of your pot holder. I'm just doing a little crease there, and then I'm marking this, and I'm just drawing the line with a water-soluble pen. You do not want to use your heat erase pens for this because you will eventually melt the bag trying to get that heat erase pen erased. I'm just pinning these little baggies on about 1/4 of an inch away from that center line. Just adding some wonder clips here. And we'll be taking this to my sewing machine and sewing the first 2 bags on, taking about 1/4 of an inch seam and just going all the way down. Now, a walking foot would probably work better for this, but I didn't know if everybody would have a walking foot at the retreat. And so I'm just using my regular sewing machine foot for this. And it worked just fine. It slips a little, but you can do it. It's not a very long seam. Now you saw I added the other bag right on top, and I'm just sewing that on the same seam as the first one. And then on the other side the same way. So then I'll have all 4 of my little baggies attached. Just to getting that in water-soluble pen erased with a little bit of a wet towel there. And now for the button. This is where that toothpick comes in handy. Because this button is a flat button, it does not have a shank on it, I want to create a thread shank. And so I just slipped that. I have a needle here, but we did put toothpicks in so that they could just attach their button with that toothpick underneath, giving a little bit of space between the pot holder and the button. And then you just go ahead and wrap that extra thread around your button, creating that thread shank. And then pushing that needle back on through, and we'll be tying my knot. And you can see it there. There's about 1/4 of an inch space, which is what you're going to need to get that loop through to close the little pouch. I just thought it was such a great idea because these pot holders already came with that little loop. So it's just a really cute idea. I wanted to decorate the front just to give everybody an idea of what you can do with it. So I am using my Sizzix Big Shot to cut this embellishment out. I already have Heat and Bond Light attached to the back of this fabric, and I'm just running this through my fabric, my Sizzix Big Shot. Now the die I'm using is called Sewing Room, and I believe it is discontinued. If I can find it, I will link it. eBay might even have it. Occasionally you can get some discontinued dies. I have just white muslin there, and I'm just going to remove that heat and bond light and just give that a quick press. I have extra space on the bottom, and I am going to stamp some words on that bottom. And I'm using my archival ink, which is a waterproof ink, and this wonderful collection of sayings, and I will link this down below too. I'm going to be using this little stamp that says inspire and create. I just thought that would be very appropriate for this group. I stamped it upside down, but I'm meaning to cut that out. I'm just going to use pinking shears to cut it out. I don't have much space vertically on this pot holder. This dress form is going to take up most of the space. And so I'm going to actually place this little saying right on the dress form. I'm trimming up this piece. I just thought it was too wide, and I'm going to pink that as well. I'm just trying to decide how I want this to look. And I'm going to take it back to my sewing machine. I have my free motion foot on, and my feed dogs are dropped, and I'm just going to edge stitch this, just zip it around it a couple times. Just in kind of a wonky stitch. And also going to attach that word saying too. At this point, I'm just going to put it on the top and just zip around that. Now to attach this to the booklet, I'm just going to add some glue stick to the back, and I'm going to hand stitch this. I'm just going to do a running stitch all the way around. I don't show it, I just did it in front of the TV, but this is what it looks like. I used like a pink thread on that, just an embroidery floss. And here's how I filled it. I put needles and pins on one side and some thread and my seam ripper, a little notebook, and my pens and would stick right in the back. And yeah, it's just a cute little thing. Another great idea is to use this in your glove box of your car and put Tylenol and Kleenexes in it. Anything, Band-Aids, anything like that for a kind of like a first aid kit. A lot of different possibilities, and it went really well. I'm actually talking or saying this after the event. The event was yesterday. It only took 5 minutes to do, and they really enjoyed it. I hope you all have a chance to create this week. Bye for now.